Good morning. I am here with Patti Comeau, who is one of the most wonderful people at Reebok. She has been excellent and helping me with my leadership classes and has been a wonderful conduit between human resources at Reebok and Curry College and our leadership programs. And she has graciously given us 10 minutes of a very busy day to talk about successor leadership at Reebok and how that works. So, how do we do it here? How do we plan for successorship, Patty, at Reebok?
Well, there's quite a process because we are a global company. So we have a plan in place for identifying our top talents in the company. So how do we do that? Well, we have HR managers at each of our locations globally. And the HR manager, or we call them HR business partners, are responsible for partnering with the business leaders and really knowing our people, our employees. What are they all about? Our managers are responsible for knowing their people and going through the performance management process, identifying those that are talents. So that would mean someone who perhaps scored high on a performance management scale. So for us, we have about 5 categories, anywhere from fair to strong or excellent. So a talent may fall within that strong or excellent category. So we capture all of that information in databases, so we're constantly looking at it. But we also work with the business on developing talent. So perhaps we have someone who is fairly new to their role. They could be doing a really good job and they're going above and beyond, and obviously their skill set is showing that they're they should be promoted faster than some others, because typically someone wouldn't be promoted for about a year to 18 months. So say someone is accelerating faster than others, the manager would work with the HR business partner to put them on the fast track. So we have a talent management department in our company, and they offer programs, development programs for our people that are categorized as someone who's is either strong or excellent. And we put them in programs such as people development, manager development, things like that. We also have a program called Talent Carousel, and that's a global program where someone could work at one of our 140 country locations. Because again, we're a global company, 52,000 people, 140 countries, many offices. So people have a lot of opportunities here, but they've got to be identified in some way, and typically that is through the data that's in our performance management system, and then also HR really knowing who their people are.
How does HR know who their people are? How do you keep track of it all?
Well, we have so many HR people. It's about a ratio of 1 HR person to 100 people. So a typical HR manager will probably oversee and support about 300 people. So obviously that HR manager has a team under them. So we have the HR, could be the HR senior person, then that person has a manager and perhaps a generalist. So there's a team of people supporting these business units, but typically it's seen in the industry as 1 HR person to about 100 people. So you can really get to know everybody, especially if you're all in the same location. And there's all kinds of opportunity to meet your business partners and really get to know them, because we roll out all kinds of processes that we go through with our people. We work with people one-on-one to talk about their career development, looking at other jobs internally, things like that.
And that's how you develop leaders. It seems, you use the term partnering a lot, business partners.
We prefer a partner.
Okay, so it used to be, way back in the day, leadership was about, an autocratic boss saying, you do this, you do that. Mm-hmm. And then we've gone through quite an evolution, even over the past 50 years. And especially in the last decade, we talked a lot about partnering and business partnering. And would we say that talent partners with other talent in leadership roles to bring individuals up as a component of successorship?
Talents partnering with talents?
Yeah.
I think so. So we group ours. We have them going through these programs together. Yeah. So right now we have a list of 106 that we've identified in North America. So they are on the list. They are named as a successor to someone because, again, through the performance management system, through their day-to-day, through manager feedback, through other feedback from people in the business,
Okay.
and from their HR business partner knowing them well enough and seeing them in action. They've been named as a talent. They're on a successor list, so they would be, the next one promoted if someone were to leave the business. And then all of that information is captured on a talent profile. Every talent has a talent profile, so it tells us information about the person, personally, professionally, what jobs have they held, whether it's internal or external. Is the person mobile? Do they want to relocate? Are they interested in working in other locations? It also will tell us on that profile their score, their performance management score. And then we also do something called the team lineup. And the team lineup identifies whether or not they are anywhere from a rookie to a champion. So
A rookie to a champion.
Mm-hmm.
So I hate to use terms like this. So an ordinary employee can come in and actually really move in the company because of the opportunities there, right?
So a new person?
A new
A
person.
new employee. Well, they go through the performance management process like anyone else. We have it annually. So,
So anyone can apply to that?
They can't, no. You have to be nominated.
That's it. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, you have to be nominated, sorry. You have
all
to
right.
be nominated for a manager development program or a people development program. It depends on level, depends on years of experience.
Who nominates you?
Your manager.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Your manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, HR partnering with the business, we know our talents really well. We know who's up and coming. We know who's exceeding in their role through conversations, through the score performance management system, through the team lineup ratings. So we have data that's factual, and then we have actual day to day, and we're seeing it, and we're hearing about it, and then we're also talking to the talent themselves. So back to the talent profile, that captures all of that data.
Wow, I think you've really captured the heart of what I was looking for, and we've actually got like a couple of minutes left, but you really captured the heart of it, because the thing is that hypothetically, if I get it right, the ordinary person is maybe doing above the ordinary. The manager sees that, the manager nominates that person to get into the management training program?
Yep, either a people development program or a manager development program. And then we also have executive development programs.
Wow, and then they check their numbers, and if their numbers are high enough, then they get partnered with somebody, right?
Well, they're assigned to a program, and that program is a year-long program. So they go through it with other talents, and they have to actually work on one project that throughout the process of this 1 year, they actually have to, at the end, present the results of their project. So it's intense, it's work, it's commitment. We're not letting people go through it and breeze through it. Oh, you're a talent, you're wonderful. No, you actually have to work at it. We know that you're wonderful, so now we're going to put you through the test and see, how much can you really step up, through some pressure, put you under some pressure, throw you into the fire a little bit. It's not easy. So that's why only the best of the best really get nominated.
It's like boot camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but when...
It's not meant to be easy.
No, but it's very calculating. I mean, there's a method. It's okay, you're doing good today, so I think I'm gonna promote you.
This is the problem, I think, that we see in HR, that, our company tells their talents, oh, you're wonderful. Generations today, they want to hear feedback that tells them they're great. Well, we believe in giving feedback to our people, no matter who you are, that helps you developmentally, that helps you as a person, that helps you to grow and be better at your job and be better just in life. So all that feedback is not necessarily going to be positive. It's going to be constructive.
It's realistic.
It's real.
Because feedback is part of growing, learning, and understanding.
Yeah, and I think, we've really launched a huge initiative in Adidas Group North America, where feedback is a big, big component of our daily life here.
Well, I know that you have an important meeting to go to right now, so we've just about, I promised you I'd keep it to 10 minutes. I just have one question for you, and thank you for this, but can you give any suggestions to the students that are now looking at you in this wonderful interview? And if they were to ask you a question, what do you think they might ask you about Reebok and leadership?
And leadership?
Yeah.
The question that we get all the time is, how can I get a job there? And I've spoken at numerous classes for you, and that
Yes, you
always
have.
the first question that comes out of
And that's not
people's
over, by the way, okay?
But yeah, now we're just doing them on camera. But yeah, I think it's how can I get a job there, but how can I grow? How long do I have to work in a certain position before I can move, before I can transfer, before I can develop into a manager? Or if I'm a manager, how long would it take me to get into a senior manager role or a director role? Or how can I move to Germany and work there for a year, but can I come back to my former job? All those types of things. Those are the types of questions I get a lot. But as far as leadership, it would be more about, would I fit in your company with my leadership style? What type of leadership skills do you look for in a person that would come into a company like yours?
And what keeps you motivated as a leader at Reebok?
Well, what keeps me motivated in coming to my job every day and saying I love my job is because the product that we make is king. Like, that's what we say around
Exactly, it's on my feet.
Say, yeah. Product is everything for us. That's what we do. We're a consumer products company. We make footwear and apparel, and we sell shit. That's basically what we do. That's what we say.
And it's
But
about
internally,
people, right?
Yeah, internally is about the culture. It's about people. It's about coming to work every day and being happy to be here. The culture is one of fitness. It's one of feedback. It's one of innovation, and that's what we do every day.
Thank you so much. Appreciate this. As always, thank you.
You're